They stepped out for dinner. Just 45 minutes. The restaurant? Just a few steps away. They could still see the apartment from their table. But when they came back, their daughter was gone. No cry, no sound, no signs of a break-in. Just an open door and an empty bed. This is the story of little Eva Monroe. And after this, you'll never sleep the same again. The Monroes were an ordinary family. Michael, Sarah, 3 kids looking for a peaceful break. They found a quiet seaside town in southern Europe. Friendly people, blue skies, a place that looked too safe to be dangerous. But evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it watches, it waits, and it strikes when you least expect it. Eva was only 4 years old. Bright blue eyes, a messy head of curls. She loved drawing bedtime stories and hugging her old stuffed bunny she called Buttons. That little girl had no idea that something dark, something wicked, was already watching. Hey, if stories like this leave your skin crawling, pause, breathe, then hit subscribe and tap the notification bell, because what's coming next gets even darker. It was their third night, 8:30 p.m. The kids were tucked in. The twins were already asleep. Eva kissed her parents goodnight, holding Buttons close. They told her they'd be nearby, just across the courtyard. They left the patio door slightly open, just in case when the kids woke up. They didn't lock them in. And every 30 minutes, they checked. 9 p.m., everything was fine. 9:30, still peaceful. But at 10:00 p.m., everything changed. Sarah walked back to the apartment. At first, nothing felt wrong. But then she noticed something. The bedroom door was open wider than before. She stepped in slowly. The twins were asleep, but Eva's bed was empty. Her blanket was pushed aside. Her bunny was on the floor. And Eva? Gone. Gone like she was never there. Sarah screamed. Michael came running. What followed was chaos. They searched everything, every corner, every drawer. They screamed her name into the night. Neighbors joined. Staff ran. Strangers helped. But Eva was nowhere. And here's what's terrifying. The doors weren't broken. The windows were untouched. There were no footprints. No signs of struggle. Just nothing. She was gone, without a trace. Midnight came, and I arrived. As lead investigator, I've seen pain. I've seen horror. But this chilled me to my bones. There was no ransom note, no strange calls, no motive, no clue. Whoever took her was silent, smart, and probably watching. And if you think that's where the nightmare ends, you're wrong. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and stay with me. Because what comes next will leave you shaking. The media storm exploded. Eva's face was on every screen. The Monroes went from grieving parents to suspects overnight. Some blamed them. Others were sure it was a stranger. But no one had proof. No one had answers. Then the tips started coming in. A girl matching Eva's description was seen in Spain. Then Morocco. Then Belgium. We chased them all. Every single one. But none of them were Eva. She had vanished, as if into thin air. We dug deeper. The town that seemed peaceful, it had shadows. A report surfaced. A year earlier, a tourist had complained. Men were watching kids at the beach. No arrests. No headlines. Then a man was spotted near the apartment complex. For 3 nights in a row. Just standing. Watching. Could that have been him? Was this planned? Did someone choose Eva? Every time I walk into a child's room now, I remember that empty bed, that dropped bunny, that silence. Eva should be in school, learning her ABCs, playing dress-up with her mom, telling silly jokes. But instead, her face is printed on flyers, fading in the sun. Weeks became months, then years. The Monroes didn't give up. They hired private investigators, flew across borders, clung to hope. But the truth? There were no new clues, no fresh leads, only pain and memories. Some believe it was a trafficking ring. Others think it was a crime of opportunity. But nobody really knows. The door was left open, and something walked in. Today, Eva's room is untouched. Buttons still sits on her bed. The sunlight still comes through the window. But Eva never came home. And the most haunting part? There are no answers, no closure. Just a family destroyed by a mystery. If you believe these stories should never be forgotten, hit subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Because somewhere out there, someone knows what happened to Eva Monroe. And one day, the truth might finally come out. What do you think happened to Eva? Was it a stranger? Someone close? Or something far more sinister? Drop your theory in the comments. We read every one. And maybe, just maybe, someone out there will hear this story and finally bring Eva home.